Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts and the Japanese campaign. Yes, in case you weren't aware, you didn't see the community posts that I put up about it, and you're wondering, where have you been for a week? So, before the Christmas and New Year holiday, I got enough content to cover me till I went, or rather until my kids went back to school, so I could start recording again, which is today. And no, not today. What am I talking about? This time last week. So I was like, right, Monday, and then I'll be able to record a video. And on the Sunday, I started getting weird pain. And so instead on the Monday, instead of recording more episodes for you, I was getting my appendix removed. So apologies for the week of quiet and silence, but I'm back to it. I'm able to get downstairs and sit at my computer, so it's all good. We'll get back to the recording. If you hear me cough and then there's a long silence, that's because it kind of hurts to cough, but that's the worst thing about it at the moment. Anyway, many thanks to the NHS for patching me up. And it's now July 1943. We do now have Mark 5 16-inch guns, which means we can get the next set of refits on the go. But before that, I do want to have a quick look into the policy screen, because it's been a very long time for me as well, looking at the state of the world. So here we are. We're sitting pretty happily. We've got loads of money. I'm really not worried about money. We've got a sizable fleet, and relations are generally okay. The Germans don't like us that much, and the Russians really don't like us. But it's relatively peaceful in the world at the moment. The British have an extremely large fleet. But if you look at the total tonnage, ours is 2.6 million. And theirs is 2.5. So I'm guessing a lot of these battleships are not particularly large. The Americans, though, with their 31 battle cruisers, at 3.5 million and an absolutely insane GDP, could be a real threat, but they seem to like everybody except the Italians. Speaking of the Italians, they are much smaller than us. They're in a war with Russia, have been for a while. Looks like they're going to go to war with Britain soon. It's probably going to get them in a little bit of trouble. They've got 3 battleships, not too bad. And then we have... well, I was going to say the smaller powers, but Germany has rebuilt somewhat. So we've got Spain. They've got 6 capital ships somehow, which is pretty impressive given their paltry GDP. But nobody really likes them apart from the US. The Germans have had a few setbacks. They are rebuilding up over 1 million tons of fleet power. And allied to the US. They've been having a lot of internal stuff going from the Reich to democracy and back several times, and then we have Russia over here, who are at war with Italy, but nothing seems to be happening in that war. So that's it. That's the state of the world. Let's instead have a look at our 16-inch armed vessels, because now that we have the Mark 5, we also have Mark 3 radar as well, so we can just kind of do a rolling refit, get every ship that's not totally up to date. So that's really is that just the 2 ships, 2 classes of ship? Yeah, it is. The Satsumas and the Iseis, both of which could do the refit. We're going to do the Satsuma first because it's the older one. So let's have a look at you. Here we are. Oh gosh, come on, game. Being a bit sluggish. There we go. And refit. Okay. So we're going to have to move this turret just a smidge. But you're going to Mark 5, probably, what, 50 caliber? Yeah, and 5-inch 50s. So slightly longer guns too. Now, one thing I did change in the mod was I changed the cost of diesel engines. Now, cost for us is really not important, but so we've currently got a geared, balanced, gear turbines balanced steam boiler, and it's 843 on the money and 56,575. If we go diesel, we'll get a lot of weight back, but the cost jumps to 1.3 billion. Whoa. And what about if you went gas turbines? Yeah, that's cheaper, but the engine efficiency isn't there. So I think that's a more interesting choice. So diesels are really for people for whom money is no object. So we'll go diesel. We'll go shaft 5 as well. Have changed how the ships maneuver a little bit. They're a little bit more sluggish now, so keeping up with this is more important than it used to be. We can upgrade the armor and the torpedo protection. Don't need to upgrade anything else down there. We can switch them to triple base. Improved autoloaders. Fit them with a radar. I think that's pretty much all they need. Oh, their citadel armor's a bit weird. We could maybe fix that. Give them some improved layers. And they're a battleship, so let's bump them to many bulkheads. Yeah, let's just bump them up to many bulkheads. Include some extra internal divisions and get these ships ready for whatever final conflict is coming. I'm sure there's going to be another war. So I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to load up the next design. Alright, next up we have the Iseis, which, this might be a tricky one, because... yeah, that's what I was worried about. I can shift that back a little bit. That one forward a touch. This is far forward as it will go, because this was a very tricky build to start with. There we go. Okay, so it does fit, but we are slightly overweight. That shouldn't be a problem, though, because those 53s, we don't want that. We want them as 50s. There we go, and we're underweight. So we can get the superior radar. We can swap to triple base. And I think, oh yeah, modern 2. And everything else is absolutely fine. Could I get a pipper range back? No. Okay, that was not nearly as bad as I was fearing. Fairly short refit, even if it is expensive. And, yeah, great. Right, well, I'm going to get all those done, and I'll see you again when there's some action. No. I won't see you when there's more. Well, I will see you when there's action. But the Obami class, I'd totally forgotten that I hadn't refitted these guys either. And they can go up to Mark 5 guns as well. They have been refitted for a while. Can improve their diesel engines and their armor significantly. And that lets us do their torp protection. Shaft to 5. Triple base, auto 2 loader, Gen 3 radar. can leave the RDF on for now. And then... Let's see, these are more of a raider type ship, so I'm going to prioritize range first. And then, yeah, many bulkheads and spacious. There we go. That makes them pretty good all-rounders. I'm not sure about the gun length, though. Make them 1255s. With a standard crew quarters. There we go. Lovely. All right. Now I will come back when there's some action. I'll get all these things refitted and see what happens. Welcome back. Still refitting stuff. We have taken Xinjiang, finally. And I'm going to use this as a chance to get... any ships that haven't had a refit, just get them triple base and the Gen 3 radar and stuff like that. Auto 2 loaders. And any other little upgrades that they may well be missing. Wow, this thing has already got, like, everything I could want on it. Can we upgrade the armor? No, it's already pretty much where you'd want it. Right, well, let's just push speed then. Give it a triple hull. And let's push speed. 37. 38. 38. There we go. Okay, so Abakuma's going to get a little upgrade, and I'm just going to do the same for the other ships as well. Also, we'll stop my allies asking to buy them, because they can't ask for a refit design for some reason. Anyway, I'll go load up the next one. Next up, we have the Neodos. Probably a very similar process. I'm not even sure I did oil 3 on one of the refits, but we'll come back to that. Just be a weird one that uses lesser oil for some reason. Should make a huge difference. Ooh, give it long lances. To reposition the torpedo launcher, though. There we go. Auto 2. Can we give this a super diesel? Yeah, we can give it a super diesel. And a triple bottom hull? Oh. All the cool stuff. I guess push speed 37? No. Spacious. Well, I guess that's it. Just a very I guess I could up the inner. Well, yeah, we could up the protection, inner layer protection a little bit. Something like that. A little bit of internal protection. All right, next. All right, next up are the Tengus. Again, very similar process. These can move on to long lances though, which is a pretty spicy upgrade for this particular ship. It does put me just very slightly overweight though. That's annoying. I could drop their range. It's still pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to bring in the other heavy cruiser class. Alright, time for the Tatashimas to get a similar set of treatment. Oil 3, modern 2, triple base, and long lances, plus the Gen 3 radar. Again, probably with a ranged it. It makes them slightly shorter range than I'd like, but it's fine. That's a hell of a threat. Firing what is it? 20 long lances at once. All right. Yeah, I'll get these two under refit. I'll let them finish, and then I think there's like 1 or 2 other ships that need refits, and that's it. I am, however, in the background increasing tensions with Britain, because I think that'll be a funny last war. But I'll see you for the next refit, or if there's something going on. Alright, next up, the Washibas. Let's get them refitted as well. They're already on oil 3. But not triple base, and not long lance or Gen 3 radar. That does add quite a lot of weight to their design, though. So we're going to have to... Oh, and it's going to complain about them. Maybe use 2 quad launchers then. Can't do it on range alone. Make them single shot. It's useful having the reload. Cramped. That's a bit of a compromise, but it's fine. That's much nastier torps. Alright, next up we've got the Tsukushis, the quad cruisers. Yeah, especially when we give them long lances and things. Just getting little bits of weight creeping in. Yeah, there we go. All right, actually wasn't too painful. That's most of the ships have had a refit relatively recently, and nearly all my ships are up to decent standards. The big ones still to do with the Yamatos, but I'm waiting for the final 3 to finish, and then we'll get all of those done. Oh ho! Okay, tensions increased slightly quicker than anticipated. The last remaining Yamatos aren't quite ready, so obviously we're going to go to war. Yeah, we're more than able to do that. All the things. War. Okay. Now, we did just unlock the Mark Vs. I'm going to get the existing Yamatos immediately in for a refit, and then when the others finish, I will immediately put them in for a refit so that we can have all 5 fully up to spec. At least that's the plan. God, it's taking a while to load in. Right, refit. Hopefully we don't get a weight increase. No, we don't. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 46. Can we get these up to 50 caliber 18-inch guns? Yes, we can. We could even make them 18.1s. For the purists out there, I can't actually remember. How long were Yamato's guns? I don't actually know off the top of my head. I'm assuming they're 50s, but... I don't actually know. It's always worth checking. The 46 centimeter. Oh, they're only 45s. Okay, so these are longer than Yamato's guns. These are like a lengthened barrel version. We'll get them the oil 3 and the diesel 2. Which actually gives us a fair bit of weight back. We'll definitely get that hard shaft. Crypt 5 to modern 2. It's going to mean refits are lengthy. 5 months. We'll do 2 loaders. And the improved radar. But that actually leaves us in a pretty good place. Can I have maximum bulkheads? No, that is too heavy. But we could get some range back. Quite a lot of range back, actually. And make them spacious to boot. Better equipped as flagships in that case. Can we make the 2-inch guns any longer? As long as possible. So that is very nice. So Yamato and Musashi will go in straight away for 5 months. Emergency war preparation for them. And the others will probably be a couple of months behind that because they need to finish commissioning. But yes, very nice. Right, I'm going to save this and I'm going to start looking at fleet deployments. Okie dokie. This should be interesting. So first thing I did was I deployed my main fleet. This is the main fleet led by Hugo. And the reserve fleet over to the Wayway Peninsula, because obviously we want to take that out quite quickly because we don't want the British having an operating base right here in the Yellow Sea. They have sent a sizable force to intercept. No destroyers or anything, just these Crace Fort and Phaeton class light cruisers that do have some torpedo attack capability. 2 battle cruisers, Hood class, 17.3-inch guns. Yikes. And Prince of Wales and Montague class and Barfleur class. Okay, there's 3 different classes of ship in here. This is a weird one with 13-inch guns. Maybe these are older Super Dreadnought type ships. Same with these, the Barhams, although they could be more modern. KG5 style 14-inch gun, and this thing, which is very interesting. I'm very curious to see the profiles on these ships. Obviously, it doesn't show you the profiles on all of them when you first load it up, but it'll only show you one of them. But this is going to be a big one. Britain has a lot of battleships. They had like 42 the last time I checked. So this is by no means their entire fleet, but it probably does represent the majority of the Pacific fleet, I would imagine. Right. Plan, such as plans exist. Stay at range, eliminate the light cruisers, then move in for the kill on the capitals. Whoa! Opening up immediately. I want you guys together. Nice day. What's our cruise speed? 23? Max speed 23. You lot are on... let's try putting you on screen. And turn avoidance off for everyone, please. Right, what have we got, Britain? That's an interesting looking vessel. This must be the battlecruiser with the 17-inch guns, or at least I think it is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe these are the ones with the 13s, 14-inch guns. Yeah, these are all older, repurposed Dreadnought type ships. Ah, here's the battlecruiser. I'm getting some hits early on as well. I'm not paying huge attention to. Oh, some of them have even done damage. Ah, they're going the other way. Damn. Oh well, we'll go this way for now. It's the way I turned. Fairly long range. Just HE so far. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a big hit. Main tower hit on whatever ship that is. That hurt. Oh, that hurt more. Bloody hell. A very unfortunate light cruiser. I kind of like that design, actually. Let's find one that's not on fire. Yeah, that's not bad. It's quite a nice little little design there. Ooh, hitting me back though. Satsuma taking some damage. Oh, another stray shell. Blaps a light cruiser. Oh, quite a lot of damage going in there. And nice and bunched up. Odd big hit in there. Oh my word, that's a lot of big hits. British fleet taking a lot of damage here. Captain killed on this one and this one. Fire control on that one. This one's, the battlecruiser's almost sunk. And it looks like they're running for the hills, which is a bit of a problem. Well, they're not actually running for the hills. I'm pretty sure what the AI is trying to do is kite me and get a better range. But it basically means they're running away. So we'll set off in pursuit immediately. Ow! Main belt pen by Huger on that ship there. One of the weird ones with... No, that's the battlecruiser. I've just noticed, because I don't think it's missing a turret, these are the wrong way around. A and B turret are reversed. Oh, AI. Near constant rain of 16-inch shells on the British capital ships. Another big hit on the battlecruiser, two of them actually. She is in serious trouble. Speed up a bit. Oh my word, that was a huge hit by Shinami. Japanese shells clearly very effective against the British armour. Oh, okay, one goes down. A battlecruiser? Yeah. Battlecruiser sunk. Didn't even know I'd not even close to identifying her. This battle has actually been extremely fast and very long ranged. It's the danger of, well, what are we now? Mid-1940s? Naval combat where guns reign supreme. Oh. Oh, this ship, is that a light? No, that was not a light cruiser. I'm not sure. Was that another battle cruiser? Basically rammed into this sinking one. Sunk herself. Oh, that light cruiser's dead. How far are we from them? Oh, 25. Okay, we have actually closed quite a bit. Ow. Whoa. Oh, that one takes an absolute savaging by Hugo. Another big hit. Another one goes down. This one's going to follow very shortly. There we go. Oh, this has really not gone well for the Royal Navy. This, I would say, is approaching catastrophic. This one won't last long. How are these ships looking? No, not the best. Ooh. Got any IDs yet? No. Wow. Oof. Oh dear. Just burning from stem to stern. Ripped in half, basically, that one. Oh, jeez. Now we can finish off these retreating ones. But look at that. Just catastrophic loss. Oh, we've got one ID'd. Canopus. 14.3 inch 58 caliber Mark IVs. Very low rate of fire because they're so long. Cramped, but mini bulkheads. 22 knots, that's very slow. Oh, fuck all armor. That's why we were able to destroy them so easily. Come on, AI. You should know better than that. Don't let Jacky Fisher design the battleships. We got the battlecruiser identified yet? No, it's almost completely slipped below the water. Still haven't ID'd it. Now another ship sinks in the background. Again, with only 9 inches of main belt and nothing else, they're not going to last long. Come on, 100%. Northumberland. Many and cramped. 42 knots. Jesus. Very fast. 17.3 inch Mark III guns. Again, very low rate of fire. Armour is actually fine for a ship like this. You know, clearly a battle cruiser in the battlecruiser form, but look, it has extended stuff. If this was against cruisers, it would be murderous. But against battleships, not so much. Speaking of, they are getting taken apart. AP rounds crashing through the non-existent deck armour. Oh, this one has more armour. Oh, of course, there's different types. Yeah, that one's a bit better. Agamemnon lasting the longest, but a main deck of 1.1 inch. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not for this era. You can get away with that like 1900, but not 1945 or 1940. It's at late 1944 now, I think. Not sure. Anyway, can take some pot shots at the cruisers. Not sure the cruisers are going to be particularly interested in... Oh, here's the weird 12-inch one. Which actually had loads of armour. But not enough guns to make it worth anything. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, these cruisers are just going to get... obliterated. I think they actually sunk. And I'm quite happy to dispatch these. Radar controlled guns. We'll make short work of these things. And the last one, 6. Well, that was a triumph for the Imperial Japanese Navy, coming straight out of the gate with a massive victory and completely obliterating the British Pacific Fleet. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Main gun accuracy... that's secondary gun accuracy. Main gun accuracy, here we go. 30-ish%. Not bad. Not bad at all. Who's most accurate? Issei. Nice. Damage, leader. Shimane. Probably from shooting light cruisers. The British... yeah, it's struggled. They did get hits in. Mostly against... Satsuma, who, you know, to take some damage, but totally outmatched. Totally outmatched. Well, thank you very much for watching. and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.